ready to go. Now fall!
I have you!
Now fall!
I have you! This blow shall end you! have you. With soul and steel!
This day you die!
This blow shall end you! Look upon us, samurai of Doma!
Now fall!
I have you!
The weave of a shinobi's power.
I have you! I have you!
together!
This blow shall end you!
Die, die, die! Die, die, die! We go together! La, la, la!
Look upon a samurai of Doma!
All right. It's just another ghastly. We're good. We're
Have
good.
you aught to say for yourself? For what you have done to our people? Your people?
Oh yeah, Felix. I'm in talks with the person making the emotes. Thank you very much. She's sick at the moment, but she's gonna.
My people, he says. The precious lordling beloved by all come to confront the wicked witch. My parents taught me no better. They woke me from dawn to dusk like an ox or an ass or some other beast of burden. Until, that is, my brother spied a chance to transform the family fortunes. And so I was married to a vicious old drunk who beat me as he pleased. And when I pleaded for help, I was told to grin and bear it. For the family, for him, for everyone's sake. They pretended not to notice, but they knew. They knew! What did it matter? I was nothing to them. Less than nothing. I wasn't of their flesh. I wasn't a fellow Doman. I wasn't even a person. I might just as well have been dead. And then my husband passed away one day. And so I was sold off yet again to pay his debts. But this time, I found a way to live for myself. To survive as a spy for the Empire. Oh, those were the days when the scales first fell from my eyes. No longer would I be a slave to my parents or my husband or the pleasure house. I would be free. receive due compensation. That would be enough, I thought. Until I saw a Doman in the road, beaten and broken. And my heart skipped a beat. Lying at my feet, groaning in agony, sobbing in despair. Powerless, helpless, hopeless. A vision forever seared into my soul. Oh! There was nothing I would not do to feel that joy again. To bend this cruel, twisted world to my whims. Now, having borne witness to my life's work, have you aught to say to me? "'Twas kind of you to lend me your ear, my lord. But now it is time for us to conclude our little tete-a-tete with a final game of chance. Who shall stand, and who shall fall? Let the die be cast."
This was her plan from the first, to bring the keep down on our heads.
I will remember your words. We must flee. Order our forces to withdraw.
Go, my lord! While you still can! I cannot hold this forever!
No! We will not leave you behind!
Do your duty! Deliver Lord Hien and the others to safety! Now! Forthwith! I shall manage on my own!
Gosetsu!
No. No one leaves. Not you or anyone else.
"'Tis naught this old frame cannot bear! Go now, all of you! The day is won, and the morrow beckons! Do not despair, my friend. Never before have I felt so alive. My eyes unclouded, my purpose clear. This is right.
Gosetsu. You never failed us. Not once. You served my father faithfully, and I'm a better man for your guidance. And the Doma we built together shall be better for it too. Be proud, my friend. Be proud.
I am, Shun. More than you know.
Hien! Hien!
You cast the die. Gambling was never my vice.
How merciful the gods that I should find you in time. Kasetsu? We must turn back now before it is too late.
Eyes forward, Cyrano. That was his wish.
I will deliver you to safety. The others are waiting.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
Look! It's Lord Hien!
Lord Hien!
It's him!
He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Right. Yes, of course. Hearing you say that, I find my courage somehow renewed. Much obliged. We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. The people pushed to the point of breaking. And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more? Here and now? And begin to rebuild our homeland?
Lord Hien!
Doma! Doma!
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Right.
Indeed, this is but the beginning. The tide is turning, and it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward and to the next battlefield.
I'm not supposed to be mute, but for some reason my volume gauge from a mic itself had been turned all the way down. I don't know how that occurred. That's... I want to know when that got turned down, though, because I don't mess with that. Is there like a... No. That's really weird. I don't know why that would have happened. Well, no, I can't even bump it because it's a literal slider in my streaming software. I have to move the slider. But that's a thing I never interact with, so I don't know when it would have been moved. Yeah, if you guys ever pick up on something like that and you see my mouth moving, but no sound coming out, please type something. Well, shit. All of that dialogue. No sound. Fuck. Yeah, for real though, if that is ever, like, my mouth is moving but no dialogue is coming out, please say something. That slider, I don't mess with it, so I don't know why it was turned down and therefore muting my mic. But damn, that's an hour of like unvoiced dialogue conversation. That's fuck. Shit. Fuck. I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know when this slider would have been touched because I don't use the slider. If I need to mute my mic, I just mute it on the actual mic. Is there... Now I'm curious, is there an actual, like, hotkey setting that changes that? Audio. There is not. Why would it be moved then? Well, no, it... See, even when I launched my stream, I went to the audio mixer and made sure that the actual mic was not muted. I just didn't even look at the slider bar because I don't touch it. Well, damn, now I'm curious. Did my like intro in at the very start of the stream even have sound? Yeah, probably not. Alright, well, while we are running over to Tataru, I will kind of like speed run the information I said at the start of the stream. After this stream, we will be packing and everything, and there will be no stream for a week and a half because I will be out of town on a trip. Once I get back, we will be picking up where we left off with a bit more Final Fantasy amongst other things. So yeah, it's been muted the whole time. But yes, I will be going out of town on a trip. We leave Tuesday. We won't be back until the following Tuesday or Wednesday. So there will be no stream in the intermittent time. Yeah, I probably did. Best to arrive, as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Naught to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. I half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi, to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma? And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself and Gorsitzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lys, to seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends. And may we meet again beneath a western sky.
Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo.
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we've poured into that hole, and for what?
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranier Lupi.
Xenosier Galvus, I presume. It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
My lord. This is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I would not hear another sound pass her lips until I strip the fat from her.
They just killed Gosetsu. Are they seriously gonna kill off another one? Stop killing off main characters! Back in Aozi at last, ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser. So let's do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. Here we are, home at last. I must say, the journey passed more quickly than I expected. That would be due to your absence of otherworldly interference, I expect. I should be glad if we do not speak of that unpleasantness again. But in spite of all of that and more, we have returned better for the experience, and more importantly, triumphant. Indeed, and with my Doma freed of imperial oppression, it is only right that we turn our thoughts to the plight of Alamigo. Well, I'm all for that, obviously, but I think you should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before anything else. They'd be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished, and it'd be best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. I see I'm not too late. Admiral, what are you doing here? East Aldenon Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Girabanya? Aye, the alliances still hold the wall, despite several Imperial counterattacks. We have been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides toward rebuilding their depleted ranks. They even have taken it upon themselves to attempt some few operations with mixed results, I am sorry to say. It was a complication arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Cries Baldessian was taken prisoner. Cries? Do you know where she's being held? They do not, but your comrades were informed at once, and I am told Thancred is in Girabanya looking for her as we speak. How could this have happened? We must seek out Thancred immediately without delay. Nay, Cries told me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to Castor Morines. Pray excuse us, Admiral, Lady Yugiri. That was a lot of people crowding that area. There you are. You've heard the news. In broad strokes from Admiral Lufswin, what happened? Krile and her squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Ishtola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Arnvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos. I will make no excuses. Failed to protect her. Do not be so hard on yourself. You protected Ishtola and the others, did you not? And tell us about the attack. It was the Skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Bark Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of their leader's memories. It was all planned. The advantage of having a walker in the field. Not as strong in the echo as Marish is, of course. Half the time it's enough to knock me on my arse, like I've taken a dose of concentrated aether. So you walked in for Dorla's memories. What did you see? A woman promised the world. Education, training, citizenship, all that and more if she but sold her soul. A traitor to her people, a pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order. Told her to return with Crile Baldessiana, alive. Our agents have been more carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Crile or her whereabouts. If their orders are to bring Crile back alive, we can save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines and see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it is up to you and your allies to command the Imperial's undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted, and I will find her. Very well. I will do what I wish I could do you more to aid you. Commander Kemp is on his way to the castrum as we speak for a meeting with General Aldine. If you hurry, you can find him on the road and discuss the situation beforehand. I think Mayrish and I are going to see Conrad like he suggested. You all wait here. Well, that got decided for me. Well, if it isn't this, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? It fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and healthy. Welcome home, Marish. I'm sure you've heard about Crile by now. That's why we're here. I'm still not sure what to think about it all, but we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow. I have no doubt you will. You look stronger for your time in the Far East, lass, and that's good news for Crile. I'd like to think so. But enough about me. How is everything with you and the Resistance? Better than when we last saw us, no mistake. Arnvald's been a godsend. Him and Minago and all the other Lungbloods have achieved so much in such a short time. We've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames Alamegan Brigade, who've been instrumental in freeing our countrymen from labor camps throughout Girabanya, as well as the political prisoners from the city proper. Believe it or not. Together with the refugees returning from Moldar and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause. I I knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after even after what happened at the Reach. Force of habit, I suppose. Though we've come a long way, we still have far to go. But we'll fight for every ailment, and sooner or later we'll get to Alamigo. But listen to me prattling on about when we should be making haste to the Castro Marines. There's no point in telling you everything now. When we only have to say it all again for Flame General's benefit. You're right. I'll go on ahead and tell the others you're not far off. And how is everybody doing right now? You having a good Friday? Nice and relaxing? Hello, Pippin. You've spoken with Thangrid then? Good. Take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Commander Campus party approaching. If you're ready to address Father and the others, let us be about it. Hi, Chev. There you are. And there's Commander Camp, I see. I know you are eager to speak of our next move, but we must first hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Very well. Allow me.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
We have a chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Cries.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamigan liberation begins now. Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Valadina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks. I name this operation Rulga's Beacon. For as Rulga once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
Success of this operation is paramount. So long as the Empire holds Castrum Valodon, the main host cannot advance. Xenos knows this, which is why he has ordered Fodorla and her men to see to the bridge's defense. So will I get to fight the skulls again? The Butcher is not to be underestimated. She is decisive, ruthless, and feared by her foes and friends alike, but we have a plan to defeat her. First, we send an Alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we were ill-prepared for their counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. I see. Show your backs to them and give them a target too tempting not to pursue. Aye, and Fordola is too aggressive not to press the advantage. She will order her men to give chase. We'll lure them as far as East End, where the commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of the garrison occupied, leaving us to tackle the bridge's remaining defenders. Very clever, I'm sure. But what are we going to do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before we've taken the place? I don't need you to take Villadine, Commander Cap. All I need is for you to fly your flag from its tower. You mean to trick them into believing that the bridge has fallen? Aye. We convince them that Villadine is lost. Hit them hard with our reinforcements and watch them go running for the hills. Then, when the dust is settled, we regroup at the castrum. What say you? It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. In that case, we shall support both the Resistance and the Alliance forces. Marish, Lys, Arenvald, I ask that you accompany Commander Kemp. Alize and I will remain with the Flame General. We will return to Walger's Reach and make our preparations. As soon as they are complete, we will join you in the field. Godspeed. Bounce, 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 bounce. In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Villadine is bloody massive. Take at least a dozen men to change it, and far too long besides. There's no need for all that, right, Minago? Not as long as I have my griffin and a satchel of glamour prisms, no. Arnvald, you're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. Lys, I want you to look in on the other squadron. Make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear? Isa! All forces to depart for Castrum Corvi when ready. That will be all. Marish, stay with me for a moment if you would. There's a few men I'd like you to look on personally. Each of them has lost people, and I can tell that it weighs on their hearts. There have been a lot of new faces since you last were here, so it's best if I just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find in the barber. Another is an older fellow who likes to pass the time on the shore of this awful. The last one is a fiery young lad from Little Alamigo, who I'm told trains by himself by the river to the fringes. You'll know them when you see them. Come and find me when you're finished. Wait, I know you. Lieutenant Pandemonium of the Twin Adder. It's an honor to meet you. I was living hand to mouth in Uldar, but decided to enlist in the Flames after I heard tales of your doing. Now, as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join the fight for my homeland's liberation. This is no time to talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Lieutenant. We'll give those Imperial Horsons what for. I say, if it isn't the lass who helped me find the ward I misplaced. Ah, but there I go again, treating you as an equal. It wasn't until after you'd gone that one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me it was only the bleeding hero of Eorzea who had taken time out of her busy day to help me. Well, what is done is done. Know that I will fight with every ounce of my strength in this coming battle, and the next, and the next. Mayhap that will serve to repay the favor. Very well. Yeah, this guy has always been here. Like, since I first showed up to this place. And if he's been doing this that entire time, he's got to have the most, like... He can crush bricks with his thighs. Marish, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I'll never forget you. You saved my life in Little Alamigo, you did. Wilred and the rest had gotten into their heads that if we had enough crystals we could summon Ralgar like the Amalja summoned their god. Thankfully, you put a stop to it. Ever heard about what happened to Willard? Joined the Braves when they came calling, only to turn up dead one day. Never found out how or why, but I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead after all. But at least he died doing what he thought was right. Maybe that's the best folks like us can hope for, eh? Not that I'm in a hurry, mind. You've had a word with the man I mentioned, Ren. As I'm sure you've noticed, there's another thing in common aside from tragedy. You've touched each of their lives in one way or another. But that's not the reason I wanted you to speak with her. A man who's lived in Giribani his entire life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years, and who fled Alamigo in search of a new life, who swore to serve another nation, only for fate to conspire to send him back here. A youth born on foreign soil, who never knew his parents' homeland, yet nevertheless felt kinship with our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons. yet all belong to the Resistance. In growing larger, we've grown more diverse, and while there's good in that, there's also the potential of strife and discord. I'd take a special sort to lead such men to Alamago, don't you think? I see we're of one mind. She'll have to make the decision for herself, of course. You've traveled with her, been by her side when she's had to make hard choices. You've seen her at her worst and at her best. But if you think she's got it in her, then she does. Look after her, Marish. She's your future and my hope. I trust I needn't say this conversation is just between you and me. Good girl. Right then. Best head to Castrum Corvey, or what remains of it, rather. Don't call me good girl. Okay, real quick, because the voice actor for Conrad, it's getting to me. I swear, Conrad Kemp's voice actor is Devram Keys. Devram K? No, Devram. Let's see. Philip Jackson. I swear, Philip has got to be... Okay, well this is telling me what his... None of this is giving me the info I want. This is frustrating. Ah. No, it's Gideon Emery. Okay. I thought it had to have been the same person, but it is not. Alright, Castrum Corby. Bye, Leshy. Bye, Leshy. I just fell in a hole. I might be able to kill this in time. It doesn't look like the Forlorn is going to show up here. You know, it might only be in like the Oathard area. Oh no, I did get a medal for it. We'll lead the way while the others units launch their own separate attacks. Remember that we need to hold out until Minago sees to the flag. Cut your gear in order any moment now. Sounds like the attack is underway.
It's begun then.
Good. It's the waiting that drives me mad. Standing around, knowing what's to come.
Calm down, Nago. You're making her nervous.
We've come this far, haven't we? We just need to make it the rest of the way. Right.
Orenvold.
Looks like the bastards went for the bait. The bridge is ours for the taking. Now remember, Minago, I want you to make for the tower as soon as you see an opening and get that flag flying. We'll see to the fighting.
I won't let you down, sir.
Come then. Rolga's star shall burn bright this day.
Here it comes!
Time to move. Yeah, I guess they could use those to fire Monago. I'll just get rid of them because they're gonna fire on me. Right. Front of the bridge is ours. We'll all use the same generic attack.
Meet my new friend! I'll cut you to pieces!
So weak, Fordola. So weak.
God damn you! No more running! No more hiding! Let's finish this! Look! The flag!
The bridge is ours! Al amigo! Al amigo! Al amigo! Yeah!
Stand your ground! It's not over yet! Damn it!
Stand your ground, and
Let
she
them go,
flees.
We've done what we came here to do. That's enough for now.
Villadina is fallen? Impossible!
We have them on the run! Forward! No mercy!
Regroup! Regroup! We have to regroup! All units, fall back!
Commander, the 4th cohort has been routed. We'll be at the mercy of the enemy's reinforcements if we don't fall back now.
Idiot! We have the stronger force by far. Don't be taken in by their tricks. Or would you rather tell Xenos you lost to this rabble?
No, but if the snakes betray us in the confusion, we'll have no way out. I'm begging you, Commander. Give the order, or we'll all die here.
As common traitors who drank of muddied waters. For all the good it did us.
School's with me! The day is theirs, and so is this bastard bridge. Someone bring the snake.
I suppose. It's our first victory, isn't it? And that has to be worth something.
Shame Fordola got away, but we did what we came here to do. I have to remind myself it's just the first step, but it's a big one. We're going to take it back. All of it, one Ilum at a time if we have to. There's still a chance that some Imperials are holed up inside the Castro. We need to search it top to bottom to be sure it's safe. In the meantime, I want you to rendezvous with the main host. Keep your weapons at the ready. There's a chance you might come face to face with soldiers on the run en route. On second thought, It might be prudent for you to do a preemptive sweep of the region for soldiers that have gone to ground. We shouldn't afford them any time to regroup and launch a counterattack. When you've judged your work to be done, report to General Ding in the Bitter Mill. Well met. All's well at the bridge. Good, good. Fighting has died down here too, as you can see. Pippin left but a moment ago with a continue of troops to occupy Velladine. If and when the Imperials return, they'll find us dug in behind their own walls. Could not have hoped for a better outcome, General. Splendidly done. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It'll take more than one cash strip to turn the tide. My men and I will deal with the remaining enemy forces. Scions, I bid you return to Commander Kemp and his men. Delayed not over much in victory, not when there's battles left to fight. Our work here is finished. Our resistance allies are waiting. That is a giant colossus. Hi, Pinks. Back so soon? I suppose the general's men had matters well in hand. The Vice Marshal and his men showed up not long after you left. The gods are good, there'll be no one left to fight. Alright. As much as I would love to continue right now, I have to go take care of something. I will try to resume the stream a bit later. If not, then we will pick up, might try and do a little bit of a stream on Monday, maybe. But, yeah. If I'm not back for later tonight to resume, then we will pick up again on Monday. Log out. For those that tuned in, I really appreciate it. And you guys provide a bunch of support, and it does really make this worthwhile. For those that are brand new, once again, thank you for tuning in. I'm Mayrish Pandemonium. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that follow button if you enjoyed what you saw. To everybody else, and the new ones, I wish you all a happy morning, day, afternoon, evening, night, wherever it is you so to reside, and I hope to see you all again a bit later. Till then, take care now. What can we raid over to in the meantime? Squiddy! Oh no, Riggs! Let's read Johnny, since they are also playing Final Fantasy right now. Take care, everybody.